It's very common to send paper drawings to a client or other agency or another office that you work with. But what if they need your CAD files? Well, you say just send them the CAD file, right? Well, that's fine as long as everything needed is in that file. But many times it isn't, especially if you've created or used custom line types, fonts, or XREF other files. What if you need to send the files of a coworker? Do you know what they did with that file? It's likely that you don't know everything that was involved with it. So how will you know if you got everything? Well, there's a way, and it's simple to use. AutoCAD has a command called eTransmit. It's there so you can electronically transmit your file and all corresponding data. So to start it, you just type in eTransmit on your command line, or you can get to it through the application menu as well. Sometimes you're going to have to save your file even though all you did was open it up. This opens up a dialog box. It will automatically add your current file to the eTransmit list. And if you need to add more files or a different file, you can. You just click on the Add Files button right here on the bottom. Click on there, then browse to your file. Now, if there are any special fonts or XREFs that are in it, it will include them. This file is pretty straightforward here. There isn't anything else with it. And you have transmittal setups right here. You can make new ones or just modify a current one. And you can save it in specific folder types, an executable file that will unzip it for them. You can keep your existing file formats, or you can back save them to older versions, which is a very nice feature. You can maintain the visual fidelity of your annotative objects. You can set up a folder for it to go into or ask it for a file name when you go to save it. You can save the path. You can put everything in one folder or keep it in the folder structure that you have. You can send it with an email. You can set the default plotters to none. You can bind your external references, purge the drawings, and you can tell it right here to include anything else that may not be in this list, like of fonts and textures. And you can see here, now that I've done that, it's included different fonts and text files that they might need. So this is a cool little thing that you can do. And when you're done, you just click OK. It saves the file, and then you can email that file to them or just put it on a disk, send it through some sort of FTP site, etc. I would also like for you to consider using AutoCAD WS, and we have a chapter and section that talks about it. You could also throw into their Autodesk 360. Both are great ways to share files, and they can both handle complex XREFs like the eTransmit can, but on a little bit more limited basis, but you can do that as well. Plus, once you share the files with them this way, it will retain a history, and you can put notes in it and communicate back and forth. So that's something you really strongly need to consider. But if your client or whomever it is that you need to communicate with simply refuses to do the new thing with AutoCAD WS or Autodesk 360, then your eTransmit is the way you want to go.